And, you look at the chart here of gold and you see this big move like this, where you have this like shooting star candle. We'll zoom in here. You have this shooting star candle and this big reversal back down to the 20-day moving average. Now, is this it? Is this the top in gold? I don't know. Okay. That's one of the things about these videos that I don't like is that, people project on me like I could predict the future. I can't predict the future. No one can predict the future. I can just see what's in front of me. But this chart pattern does look toppish. It looks like a blow off top. I've seen them before, and you get this like shooting star type of candle here, right here, and then this big reversal down to the 20-day. Now, it so far is holding the 20-day moving average. That is very constructive for the bulls. But I can easily see it slice through that and go down to the lower Bollinger Band for gold. Now, this is looking at the gold futures contract. So you can also take a look at the GLD. I'll take a look at that as well. But this is very, very toppish action, right? Extreme upward momentum extended to the upside, and then a big reversal like this. So whatever you do, be very careful in gold and silver. And just looking at from a technical standpoint, from a chart standpoint, this looks like this can be some type of blow off top. That is a big reversal in the rate of change oscillator in just one trading session. And you should expect with that big of a move from, the 11 handle on the rate of change down to below the zero line, that is very bearish. That is very like at least for the short term, a blow off top. And it makes sense where you can have more further downside action and then just a elongated period of back and forth sideways range contraction action at least. But this big up move is very possible coming to an end. I'm very curious to see how this plays out as well, because I don't know. But, you get this big move up, this big shooting star type of pattern, and then a big reversal down, and then the big move down in momentum. It spells out some type of topping action. So let's take a look at GLD. Not as continuous chart as the gold futures, but you can see it very clear here. This big hammer, and then a reversal down. So that is to the 20-day moving average. And then this big sharp drop in momentum on the fast lane on the 310 oscillator and the rate of change from being over 10 to being now below zero. Very, very bearish. So I think it makes a lot of sense when you have this big drop in momentum to get some type of continuation in this drop. We'll see how this plays out. But this is not some type of normal natural correction to a large extent. It's more like a blow off type of correction. And even if you're a bull in gold and silver, I mean, you need some type of corrective action. You need to take a break. That's what everybody needs. You don't want something that just goes straight up because then it crashes. You actually would like some type of sideways consolidation to take place. And at least, this is just, at least if this is not some type of blow off top, this is some type of sideways consolidation that could easily set up another wave higher. So I'm very, very curious to see how this plays out in the metals and gold, That's why we come to the screens every day to see how this movie plays out. Because I don't know. I mean, it looks like it could be some type of blow off top, but it can also turn into some type of, back and forth consolidation like this that sets up for another move higher.